Ooh, gross. So that's how. Well, that's sort of how it's already been today. How the day's been going. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So we're running a little late today, but we'll fix that. We'll go about an hour today, maybe an hour and 7 minutes, and at the right time, and then we'll have our second half be at our normal time at 7:30. Sorry, I was having internet issues and managing issues, so but we're getting started now today. How what we're going to start with today is Billy gave me something, and we're going to play with it. Uh, stop. So this past weekend was, depending on the store, ours was Sunday was free RPG day, and one of the things we got for free RPG day was a miniature created by Wizards of the Coast. So we have this mini, not by WizKids, not by any third party. It's by Wizards of the Coast itself. So we're gonna put it together and see what it do and see the quality of the plastic. It's got some clear pieces with no instructions. So we're going to have fun and see if we can figure out what's going on here. And then if it looks like we want to and worth it, then we will get painting it later. But I do know that Wizards has a whole string of multi-part plastic kits like this coming out later this year, I think, or the beginning of next year, so that you can basically create your own characters for your D&D. I know from what I've understood, the characters like this cost a little bit more than, say, boxes and boxes of goblins. So they're gonna try to capitalize on what other people have already capitalized on, and that's minis for your D&D games. So let's jump in and see how these things how they feel, how they work, if they're quality. Okay, so let's pull out the components. Get rid of our like I don't have enough of these bags from Marvel. Okay, so plastic feel actually feels like that brittle plastic of a toy car. Um, However, there's a gingerbread man, and I don't understand, but that also puts it up a notch. So looks like we have part of a cauldron, uh, a bag with a face on it, so that's probably a skin bag, that's gross. I honestly have no idea what's going on here. I'm guessing this now is a witch based on the face here. Uh, I don't know. And then I wonder if this is supposed to be its base. It's just a clear circle. So let's go ahead and pop that out of its bag. Let's see. It just has Wizards 2021 copyright on it. And then the clear has bubbles, I'm guessing, for the top of the cauldron. So that'd be kind of cool. We can make it whatever kind of soup we want. Good soup. We got, I don't know if those are, looks like those are supposed to be a lollipop, a clear lollipop. It's got the swirl and the stick, but this one has a lollipop sticking out of, oh, wait, there's another gingerbread man. I wonder if this is I mean, anybody that knows D&D, is there a, um, is there a Hansel and Gretel witch you can play? Because that's the vibe I'm getting here. I wonder if this steam or something is supposed to come from the cauldron. It's odd that I don't have instructions, but we'll do what we can, right? So let's see how it cuts, right? So let's you know what? I need to grab one more thing. Grab my knife real quick. I forgot my X-Acto blade, so um, we can remove any mold lines or anything like that. So let's I guess start oh wait, it's a night hag. There's actually right there. It's got his names. Hey, hey lady. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't get instructions at all, so I'm just going to make it up as I go along. I'm going to go by number. So there's 1A and 1B. So let's see how it cuts. So it doesn't cut horrible. Doesn't look. Let's go ahead and get the other half. Well, unfortunately, I can't jump up there in the middle of the stream, sadly. I would leave you all alone, unattended, and unsupervised, and that can't happen. All right, so we've got, let's get this out. And so we got the good clips. Let's see how it cuts with a, so yeah, it's a little bit harder than GW. This means it's going to be a little bit more brittle. We'll see in a second how it glues. And Blindy, I hope you're feeling well today. You've had a heck of a week. All right. And pop that off. And then get this other half. So Night Hag. So I'm guessing, I don't know, is Night Hag a playable character? Or would this be a big bad you have to fight, end boss type thing? Let's get these little pieces off the sides. So it doesn't cut as bad as I was thinking. I was worried because it was that harder plastic. Hey Benson, that it would be, the older hard plastic tended to shatter or have issues when you cut into it. And now we may not be cutting into it hard enough or at a point that it doesn't like to do that. But for now, so far so good. All right, so let's go ahead and do a dry fit real quick. Looks like we've got a small gap there, and that could be maybe I cut too much of the nubbins. But all right, let's see how the plastic glue does for it. If not, I got super glue. Ooh, gummy. We may have to clean this out. Let's take a look. They did give us plenty of surface area on this. Oh, so my glue is clear nozzle, so that's good. So let's go all the way around. Since they gave us plenty of surface to glue. And all right, and then I'm going to smooth any parts that squeezed out. I'm going to try to use some of that to get in that gap. But we're going to let that sit for a minute and see how she do. We're also all right. So after that, we're going to go ahead and take 2, which is her head. So this, on something like this, is where this brittle stuff makes me nervous because she's got long things that if it snaps too hard, it'll break, just shatter. GW plastic still kind of does that. I haven't had Crisis Protocol plastic do it yet, so that's nice. So clear this up. And then we'll put up here. Let's go ahead and dry fit it to her face. Right there. Looks like it fits just fine.
My new mug. Let's hope this one doesn't break.
Yeah, maybe don't drop that one.
No promises.
Okay. All right, so we're going to just goop up the inside of her face with some glue and slap it on there. And it looks like, I mean, the initial tack on this looks like it's pretty good. Let's, so it looks like this glue is fusing real well with plastic glue. So that's good to know. All right. Ooh. All right. So number 3, we got a hand. Looks like it's her right hand. Now it looks like she's beckoning something. Let's see. So this just can go anywhere on here. Interesting. I'm almost hesitant to put it on there. Ooh, that's kind of gonna be a pain. Because there's a big surface there for it to go, and I don't want to. I imagine it would go like that. Hey, Allie.
Have you seen my dad?
I have not recently. No.
I'm trying to find him.
Yeah. Have you looked up front?
I did. He wasn't up there. I looked, but I tried to look upstairs, but the light was off in the room, so he's gonna be there, and I can't find him at all. And I'm thinking that he left me.
He would not have left you. I know that for a fact. Maybe Trevor has seen him up front. Have you asked Trevor?
I have.
Or Mr. Billy?
I haven't asked Billy, but I have asked Trevor. That Trevor said he hasn't seen him, but the only time Trevor saw him is when he was out front, when my dad was out
Well, maybe he's still out there on his phone.
outside.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go check. If he's not, I'm gonna come back and tell you.
And what? You're going to come back and what? Tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 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 Whew. I'm not going to lie. I thought I just got a death threat by like a 5-year-old, y'all. She's like, if he's not outside, I'm going to come back and kill you. I was like, what? Did y'all hear that? Or am I just hearing things? Okay. So anyway, on our creepy night hag, we also have this hand, which comes in a stump, which looks like it's a bracelet. So we've got, that's 4A, 4B is the other hand. She'll do it. You're not wrong, dude. She's a little mercenary. I'm just glad it was Tell, because it's not a fight I can win ever. I lose to the 5-year-old, or I'm forever the guy that beat up a 5-year-old. Who wants to be that guy? All right, so this is a very awkward piece. So far, not my favorite kit. See if I can trim this down without cutting off one of her fingers. There we go. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open another page, throw it on my other screen. And Wizards Night Hag miniature. Just to get a picture of it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, that helps. It's her. Oh, wow. So this thing is only available for pre-order. The completed picture looks kind of cool. So I'm going to see how close we can get to it, because it looks pretty neat. No, I don't want to join your gaming group. Stop. I just want to keep this picture up. All right, so we've got that. So it looks like this arm. And this is a pretty, you know what? Did it just seal up? Of course it did. Lace eye. Nothing a little lighter won't fix. So, all right, let's try this again. All right, so it looks like she's holding it out in this pose. This will be the true testament to the plastic and the plastic glue. Man, that stuck pretty quick and easy. So that's good. Got it just, well, close enough. Man, so that actually stuck well. All right, let's go ahead and pop a little glue here, because this one is coming out like this. So we'll let that sit for a minute as we get her hand ready. But while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll go ahead and snip number 5. Why is there 4C? Oh, there's 4C and 4D. So I could have put an apple in her hand, which, okay, or a baggie. Well, I think we'll just go with the open hand for now. All right, then there's 5A and 5B, which is this cauldron. Oop, hitting the camera. Whew, I've never had a favorable pop like that. Thing just jumped out of my hand, looked like it was going to hit the floor, and then it hit my rubber mat and bounced directly back to me. That was nice. All right, so there. Looks like this is some kind of weird holiday version. That makes me concerned. I don't want a creepy holiday witch. But she's got to be. Is that what's in the Hansel and Gretel? Is the night hat? She's got candy. Just in time for Halloween. Got a piece of extra plastic all over. All right, so let's cauldron together. The cauldron does not seem to want to. Well, that side fits nicely. Yeah, I guess it fits okay. All right, so jeez, I just shot half of that cauldron across the room almost. So that part was bound and determined to hit the ground, but luckily it didn't get too far away. Oh, lovely. All right, let's try this again. So I'm doing a piece like this. Go ahead, and the top is the important part. Make sure that gives us our circle. And we're going to let that sit for a little bit. All right, so now it looks like she's had a little time to dry. Let's get her hand ready. Let's make sure we got a nice, even gluing surface, which is wanting to be difficult. There we go. Give it a little glue. And her hand is sort of coming up like this. Let's just get that stuck there and see how quick it fuses. On something like this, you do want to, when you're connecting a piece like this, go ahead and check it from multiple angles. Like you're going to want to check it from this angle to make sure the wrist lines up with the arm. And then I'm going to want to turn it to make sure the other side lines up where it might look okay from one angle, but the other side it will not look good. So we'll do that. Looks like we're on track. And she's like, "What? I'm not going to eat your kids. What?" Okay, so we're going to let her sit for a minute and dry. We got our cauldron, which was piece 5. So then we need 6. 6 does not show where it goes. 7 is hanging from her belt. So let us go to this one. This also says Night Hag on it. You know, I think we need the base. This base is going to help us. So I'm guessing this is supposed to glue to this. Yep, we could do that last. Now, does she take up the whole space? Nope, she has some specific way fitting on there. Is that it right there? Is that it right there? Did we find it that quick? Look at that. We found it that quick. So, okay, that's an interesting concept for a mini. The base itself is just textured, and it corresponds with the texture at the bottom of the mini. Huh. Might be a minute before you find it. But where'd she go? Just like that. Is that right? There, or is that the better one? That's the better one. That's where there's no gaps. Look at that. Cool beans. Okay, so that being said, now we have all of this stuff, which, man, honestly, we should be priming this before we put this in, but we can paint this smoke style stuff like that smoky. We don't have to do, well, let's oh, this is confusing because we've got the lid here, right, that goes in the top of the cauldron. That I'm sure goes right there. Well, I'm going to want to paint the bottom of that cauldron first, or that surface, before we put any clear plastic on it, because that'll make it look glossy, and B, give it some flavor, and we can paint that bubble something. All right, so let's see what piece. Looks like this piece goes at the bottom, from what I can tell. That's cool, Lenny. I'm having fun trying to figure this out, though. But for other people that want to see it, there you go. There's a link. Because I have a feeling we can do this. So it looks like that gets set right there. Sure does. Just like that. Which is interesting because it overlaps part of her cloak, and you would not be able to glue that in. So we would glue that later. This is actually, this is kind of cool, but very confusing. So if I wanted to just use a contrast or an ink on this smoke, we would want to glue it down after we paint her. But because I want to make it smoky, I'm not worried about making it translucent, or at least not this part. And there's a lot of possibilities here. Not a big fan of having to paint before it's all put together, but we can have fun with that. So let's see what else we would do. All right, so now there's a swooshies. So the swooshy that goes behind her, I'm guessing, is here. Let's see, here's the hard part, right? where does this? What am I supposed to cut here? Hopefully that's it. Cut the top of the lollipop. See, that's you gotta be careful on that because that could have just snapped off its stem. And then this looks like and he has a tray of candy. Looks like flan, actually. Right here. A tray of some form of treat that you were supposed to glue to said candy gingerbread man. Let's see if we can figure out how this is set on her back. How does it just, okay, it looks like if she's like this, oh, it's got a bone. So that's confusing, but it looks like there's a little bit right there. There it is right there. So that's where you would glue it. You know what? Let's just get this together and I'll worry about the painting later. So let's get this, because let's see if this clear plastic glues the same as the rest of the plastic, huh? So, oh, there's number one. Big sigh from Brent, number one. You all right?
Yeah, I'm lucky they heading out.
Why?
There was miscommunication on my part with Mark, and I thought I was fighting today.
Uh-huh.
I didn't bring paint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I got nothing else I can do. So.
I gotcha. All right, so got that smoke there. Looks like there is a notch there, but while we're doing this, let's go ahead and get that right in there. And that goes here-ish. Where was it? There it is. Hello. How are you today, Schwample? Okay, so the clear plastic does glue well to the plastic. All right, so now we have all these other things. All right, looks like this swoosh goes up to the side, maybe? Good to hear. Does this is confusing. I'm back to confusing, which is fine. This is fine. So that swooshes. That doesn't swoosh like that. How does this swoosh? Does this swoosh behind? Oh, this swooshes on the back of the. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. This is the back swoosh. Well, now I'm sure, but I'm hesitant. All right, so we got more of her magic cloud running past her, behind her. That was easier than I was expecting. All right, and then, so where is the swooshies? That may be that swoosh. This is a not yet as of yet released Wizards of the Coast Night Hag for D&D. It was part of the things you could get at Free RPG Day this weekend. And so I got one, was able to get a hold of one thanks to our assistant manager, and we're trying to put her together with no instructions. I did go and find a picture at least of her online, but now we're seeing later, Brent. We're seeing how this works. And there's a floaty. It's floaty, but I can't. Wait. Use the glue and hopefully be able to put it back together. So that doesn't look like that's going to work right yet. I wonder if I have to get the sushi parts on, because I've got 4 more sushi parts that we got to figure out where they go. And so I think this is the sushi part that goes from her hand to the cauldron. And I bet there's one that goes from her hand to her back swooshies, and then maybe 2 swooshies around. There's one to the ground and one around the cauldron. So let's look at this piece and see if this is the one that goes around the cauldron, or at least at the bottom of the mini. So does this, there's a swirl. Okay, there's that swirl, but it's falling. There's also one that has a, okay, this honest, that's a lot of calories. Is that why we don't eat uranium, other than, radioactivity? Because I'm not going to lie, with my metabolism, that would not go well. Hey. Nothing yet. I am putting together the Night Hag free mini from this weekend.
Gotcha.
And she's kind of a pain with no instructions, but I'm making do. Blindy keeps trying to send me the instructions. I'm like, nope, I want to.
I had a QR code up front.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. Someone must have taken it.
Maybe, but that's what he told me first. That's a lot of euros, dude. Why is it so expensive over there? Not that I'm aware of all of how much it costs here in America. Did you know that, Hope?
What?
1 gram of marijuana is about 5,000 euros.
Sounds expensive.
That sounds really expensive.
I'm pretty sure that's like $6,000 here.
Yeah. Oh, and there's our MTG bot. All right, so let's dry fit this, because this looks like this goes on this side here into these little bits, and sure does. Sure does. So that makes that a little easier. So let's get our handy dandy glue. All right, I'm going to pause this. Oh, I'm not pausing, but I'm going to mute it.
said he hasn't seen my dad.
I don't know. Y'all, she's back. I'm afraid for myself.
Who is?
You are.
I've been here for a very long time, so
Yeah, so I'm in trouble.
I got here before you did.
You're fine. Why are you dropping my phone? So that's how she said she's going to kill me. She's going to kill my phone. Stop it.
One of them fell.
I know, and I'll get it. But sweetie, I'm on a stream. I need to know. You need to go find your daddy.
I tried.
Well, he's here somewhere. I promise you he didn't leave you.
I eat nail polish.
Don't eat nail polish.
Okay.
Don't. No, it does not taste good. Allie, what are you doing? I'm gonna start calling this the Allie Show and have you come every Tuesday. Oh, you can tickle.
Well, I go to school on Tuesday.
You go to the store on Tuesdays?
Go to school. To my school.
This store?
No, to school. To my school.
Oh, to school. School.
On Mondays, I go to school.
On Mondays, you go to school. You should not every day. Ah, busted. Are you playing hooky right now?
No.
Are you skipping school? You're not supposed to do that till you're like a senior.
I'm not school. I don't have school. It's a Sunday.
You don't have stool? Are you not uncomfortable?
It's Sunday.
It is not Sunday.
What day is it?
It's Tuesday.
I go to school on Tuesdays. I got back from school. I came back from school.
So you forgot you had school today?
No. I did school and then I came up here.
Well, I think you should go find your father. That's my suggestion. He's here somewhere, I promise. I see him. He's right there. He's right there walking up from the aisles. He's looking for you right now. I can see him. Green shirt, right there. Get him. Okay, yo, sorry. Okay, so Silver just asked the same thing, so I'll explain for the 48th time, but it's cool.
I mean, I was driving.
Yeah,
So...
Okay, so this is actually from Free RPG Day, but this is an example of one of the new Wizards of the Coast multi-part plastic kits that they're doing for their characters and monsters.
Oh, cool.
So this is a Night Hag.
Well, that's not a nice thing to say.
No, but that's what's on the sprue.
Oh.
So plastic is a little brittle, but it glues well. Fits pretty good so far. There are apparently instructions somewhere in the world that Hup got rid of the QR code, by the way, Blindy. But he keeps trying to link me to the instructions, and I refuse because I'm stubborn. So I'm trying to put her together without instructions. The only thing I don't know that I like about this mini, though, or if they continue to do it, is they have the clear plastic that are glued to the rest of the plastic. So you either have to paint them separate or decide that the clear plastic is just a speed pump and you might as well just prime it all.
Right.
Which is what I'm going to do because I'll do it smoke colored.
Yeah.
But because I did find a picture of her, so I at least know what she looks like. So, yeah. So, and now Blindy's mad at Hup. Woohoo! Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You've got. Are you going to be
Have
doing
it.
tonight?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep, I have it.
Okay.
I needed help remembering the order in which you suggested for these.
Okay.
I stole some of these. I feel like I'm not going to need them, but I have.
This is just the craziest night. So I just argued with a 5-year-old for ever.
Did you win?
I guess. No, there's no
You
winning.
didn't win.
But she left at one point, and I swear she said, "If I don't find my dad, I'm going to come back and kill you." But she said tell. I re-listened, and it was tell. But everybody on Facebook world said, "Oh no, you're in trouble." And then she came back. I was like, "Help, y'all!"
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, so yeah, this
Yeah.
is where we're at.
I know you said these two for a sandy colored hair, correct?
For a what?
Sandy color.
Sandy, yeah. So for him,
Yeah, for like a dry brush.
yeah, I would
technique.
you do the scrag brown first
Mhm.
and paint that over, and then we'll dry brush the bone on top of it. And I can give you an example here in a little bit of what I think. I don't know if I did show
You
you.
did.
Okay.
You did.
The light, if you lightly dry brush it first,
Mhm.
see if that's bright enough, and then you can always add more to get it a lighter
Right.
color.
And then these for my hair, correct?
Yes, your hair is going to be fun to get the right tone. So,
It's fine.
Brian, don't die. You have electronics or something in you. It's probably not a good idea.
What did I get this for?
The grays here, that's the primer for the contrast. So you paint that over so the contrast works.
That's for my dress.
Which is going to be what color?
Red.
Yes.
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 Yes, with this one.
Yes.
Cool.
You could also do that for your hair
Mhm.
to get a good base coat, because the way contrast works is it's easier to paint darker over lighter.
Mhm.
But actually, so what did we pick out for your hair?
These two.
Are they contrasts? Yeah. Okay. So you may want to try that. May want to paint that for your hair too to try.
Okay.
And then we can play with the ratios or mix them, and
Mhm.
because worst comes to worst, we paint the gray sear back over and start again.
Can I just?
You can. I don't think any of those lights have gotten plugged up yet, because I brought them back out yesterday. So if you want to find one and get it plugged in. Hi, Sita.
Hi.
Welcome to Grand Central Station.
Hi. Center Station.
What?
Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
What are you painting tonight?
What are you looking for?
So I'm not painting anything yet. We are putting together the Night Hag from the new WizKids line of D&D minis. Not WizKids, Wizards of the Coast. So Wizards of the Coast is actually making their own miniatures now. So we're trying to get her together with no instructions, despite Lindy's best efforts. Okay. So,
Goodbye.
okay, bye. We're going to continue on. Oh, la 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 la. This is the best day. Okay. Let's see. Does this go around the cauldron? I can't even tell what's going on anymore. So there is a wisp. I don't think it, although that looks more like, man, I got no idea where that goes. So this, oh, that's got 3 skulls. Where's those 3 skulls? They aren't on that picture, unless they're over up here. Y'all can't really see. Well, maybe right there. There's 3 skulls. Alrighty, no worries, Silver. All right, so it means this piece is the piece that goes to the base, and there is a swoop. But that, oh, but wait, that drop actually made me find the right swoop. So this part connects down here somewhere, but not. Oh my gosh. Okay. You did. All right, so that glue's there. Okay, that is a help. We're getting there. We're going to figure this out in the next 15 minutes and have it done. 20. We got 20 minutes. All right, so this is going to go here. Lindy. It's okay. Soda's doing this for 30 years, and we've pretty much almost got it, from what I can tell. As I keep dropping it and try to figure this out. So we're going to let that dry for a second. We're going to go get this last little bit of swoosh. Because that's also part of what we're doing, is how instinctive are these models. So far, no good. All right, so this comes out of the cauldron. So where does it go into? It doesn't actually go into her hand. But it looks like it'll connect right there into the wind. Oh no, unless this goes there.
What you doing up here? I'm painting my model. What did you do? My cake topper model. Hello.
Oh, so yeah, that goes there-ish.
Are you ready? You're so ready, aren't you?
I played makeup earlier and I was psyched.
I'm so excited for you. I still got to do some shopping for the clothing,
Yeah.
but we're gonna make it happen.
You bringing anybody?
Didn't exactly have any plans to, but I mean, I can start asking around.
You don't have to.
I might be bringing someone.
Okay.
Hup
They're cold
wins.
now, aren't they?
Love it.
I
Hup
stole their meat.
wins.
Poking a little bit, not gonna lie.
All right, let's see.
I can say the same, but we'll have to wait a little bit.
Oh my.
So this is confusing,
Nah, you got this. I believe in you.
but I feel like this somehow there's a notch here. Oh, her wrist just popped off. So fun. All right, let's see. This is the weirdest mini. Like, oh, I see. Maybe. Maybe. I feel like
Yes. Bathrooms over there.
I feel like that goes there. But that doesn't make sense to that, which goes there. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Found it. All right. So since we found that one, let's go ahead and pop this. Don't you close up on me again. All right. All right, so we got a floating cauldron. Pretty clever. I guess I'll just, man, it does not look like there's a there's definitely, see, that's that connection. Oof. All right, so I need to let that sit for a little bit longer.
Okay.
It was obviously a little premature to move it.
That's my guess. I can wait on this. And now I just sound good.
All right.
You know what?
So where does this go?
Experience.
Does this connect back here? Nope. Does this connect?
Stress it out is scam. Try to give them grace, you know?
hand is about to take me. All right, so her hand needs to be redone. Stop. Oh my gosh. So now we're actually, this is good. We're finding some chinks in the armor, so to speak. It is sticking but not setting quick. Clearly missed. No, it's the problem is probably my eyes. It looks like this piece comes out of the cauldron, which I really don't want to glue in there until it gets painted. But let's see if this has another angle. Oh, maybe it does. Sorta. So it says that goes like this. Or is it? I wonder if it's an alternate. There's D1 and D2. Is that this one? So I wonder if that was. But there's D3.
I need you to do it.
There's also C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3. This is A. B. C1,
I would
C2.
start by doing a like
The big
thin
ones were
layer of whatever
D.
color you want, and then dry brush over it, sort of a blondie color.
No, I wouldn't have to here talk about. It's very technical.
Which one we're doing?
Adding a beard/mustache, facial hair.
I can help you with that in a minute.
Okay, cool.
He is the expert.
Maybe. Potentially. I have to see how much time do you have?
He's not drinking right now.
I mean, I'm not planning on leaving from this.
Okay.
So all night. Gotcha.
Because the thing I have in mind may take time to dry.
Fair enough. We can do everything else first.
All right. Well, you know what? Screw it.
All right. Yeah. Yay. I'm going to teach you about dry brushing later. It's going to be fun.
The other day.
Already there, buddy. But you know what? That's what I love about you. Your willingness.
Now tell me more. I need the validation, please.
Whenever you want it, just come talk to me.
Okay.
Oh, let's drop that there and lose all our glue. You know, I talked about painting this. I don't know that I want a painter. She's kind of on my nerves right now. That's just annoying. This glad I don't play D&D often. That's how I'm feeling about this mini right now. All right, so this piece just sort of bloops. So confused, but that's okay. No, yeah, yes. No, I'd still rather deal with this than Vision. Vision was just color issues, and we may play with Vision at 7:30. Am I missing? Is there more swirlies by that hand? Did I miss that? No, there's no swirlies by that hand. We got the swirlies over the shoulder. There's more coming off that back. I just can't figure out the connector. And I think it's these three skulls, which means it should be like is it that simple? It does not shoot up that high. That puts them upside down. But that also puts this up here, maybe enough to connect to that there. Alternatively, that could fit there. I don't know. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to glue it to its base. The stupid bubble toil and trouble is going to fall out of the cauldron. And then on the break, I'm going to go hunt down that link Blindy gave me just to find these last two pieces. So let's go ahead and set a bunch of glue in here just so it'll connect to this stupid thing. So even without the little swirlies, it doesn't look horrible. We've got, I wonder if is that supposed to come from behind it? Maybe that's supposed to come from behind it. What is that? Did I miss that? No. That might be coming from behind it. Yes, that's what's happening. And then that means this connects. All right, which way? The skulls. Here to here somehow? No, that's not right. That isn't right. So that's more. All right, so I'm going to definitely. Oh, hush, Blindy. All right. You know what? I there's nothing more I can add to this one. We've done this for our hour. We started late. We're going to end it a little early so I can reconnoiter and prepare for 7:30. Plus, I have somebody in house that I know wants some help. But I still don't know where this guy goes. He's just sort of like, hey, I'm more gingerbread guy. Oh, but you know what we can do? That's what we'll do. Since we're not worried about it, let's go ahead and clip this. And we will go ahead and clip this. Because, you know, it's nice and creepy. And we'll go ahead and clip the baggie that sits on her flesh bag. It's because, I mean, this I don't think this is a nice person. And then the candy cane that I just drop and everything falls. 8 watching good numbers. I don't know what that means. Okay. So Here I come with some flan. Oh. Yes, my pain makes for good viewing. My pain and being threatened by a 5-year-old is always good. All right, so there, our creepy gingerbread man in her magic smoke now has flan. And let's see, where can we put another one? This doesn't really show one down here, but we could always throw one on the base here. Let's see, and her weird face bag. I mean, come on, lady. She's awfully creepy. Let's go ahead and clip this. It obviously gives us a spot to put it on the side here, so let's throw some glue on it. And this just cinches up here. Just like that. Is that right? Yep. I don't know where this candy cane is supposed to go. I'm just weirded out. But yeah, we just need to figure out where these two last pieces go, and I will be done with her. We may work on her later. We may not. We may jump back to Marvel Crisis Protocol this evening. I don't know. But jeez, did I break anything off? Come on. All right, no, flan's still there. So that is the most of the Night Hag from Wizards of the Coast. Not a horrible model. It definitely is going to take a little more time and care and preparation if you want to paint it. If you want to use the clear plastic to its fullest benefit and paint that separate from after you prime it. The other option is to prime this sprue before you even put it together. That actually isn't a horrible option. Just remember, you'll have to scrape off the primer when you get to the contact points from where it's going to glue, so that it will actually stick, because the glue won't stick to glue when it comes, or the paint won't stick to paint when it comes to plastic glue, right? It'll just peel right off. So put that back on, and yeah. So if you attended free RPG Day and got a Night Hag mini, that's mostly how to put them together. If you don't want to struggle like I did over the last hour, check the chat. Our wonderful Blindy left us a link to instructions on how to put it together, which once we sign off here in a second, I'm going to hit myself so I can get these last two pieces on here of her magic that runs from Cauldron to back, I'm assuming. Like I said, we may get her primed and work on her later. However, I'm tired of looking at her. She's not the prettiest. So look at that face. Look at that face. She looks like she's ready to eat your child. And I guess that's the point. She got gingerbread man and lollipops and candy canes and a bag made of a human face. See, look, or Jack Skellington's, but that was bone. That's flesh. And then, but she brought flan. Flan. And I don't know if you could tell the end of the lollipop, like it's a bone sticking out the bottom. So that's awkward. Yeah, good times. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I can't even hold on to it. Oh, she's very slippery, but she is done. And anyway, I will see you all in an hour. We'll figure out what we're going to be working on then. And so y'all go hydrate, get you some dinner, and I will see you then. And yeah, all right. Have a good one, and I'll see you in an hour. Bye-bye.